Good evening. Welcome to Tales of Myth and Mayhem. I'm Marc. I'm your keeper of Arcane lore for the evening. I am back for the first time in fucking ages with these wonderful reprobates. We are playing Masks of Nyarlathotep. Episode 14, I do believe. So I've been doing this a while. So anyway, we will do a quick intro round. I will shortly cover what's been happening and we'll get right to it. So we will start with Michelle. Who are you playing?
Hello, I'm Michelle, and I'm playing Kathy Bacon, who, she's more complex than when we started.
Yeah. I think she's less complex, because now she's just trying to shag everything.
No, she's trying to get information whilst using her sexuality in the 1920s.
But you didn't do that as much in York. You only tried with the policeman.
Yeah, well, I figured now it's more desperate. And like I said before we started, she's got like 3 things that she does, and that's being one of them. If there is a man who is over the age of 20 who has something she wants, she's got like 1 thing she can do to get that information. So she's going to do it. I'm realizing her strengths and her weaknesses. But yeah, that's Kathy Bacon. She's far more sexual than I had originally planned. But that's just the way the game went.
This is true. How about you, Ian? Who are you playing?
I'm playing Augustus Fulmer, and he's over 30 and might have something that Kathy wants. I don't know. But I'm just kidding.
That's an off-stream discussion on how to do that, because I don't know how the fuck to roleplay that shit with other people.
Oh, I'm just kidding. It's right there. He's in his 20s, I believe. But he's
I
a
can
World
show you
War
some
One
chapters of Vampire.
World War One vet and professor, and he got roped into this ragtag group in New York, and now he's in Cairo, which is something kind of unbelievable for him because he studied a lot of things here, but he's never been here before. But he is a little overwhelmed with all the horrible things that he's discovering, mythical beasts and a dark man that seems to tap his cane on the I can't even think of what it is, the boardwalk of a boat. So
He does.
Yeah.
Lavaita, how about you?
Hello, I'm playing Evelyn Caldwell, who is a secretary from a radio station in New York, but is originally from England. I'm not doing the voices because that's getting complicated.
Chris, long time no see, my friend.
Yes, I've been searching for that mythical Bitcoin that someone can gift me so I can get out of the heaps of debt that I have in my life. But in Fantasyland, I am playing very successful and young lawyer Henriette, also known as Henry Elswinter, who does not need Bitcoin to pay off any debt. But in case anyone does have Bitcoin, please send me a DM and I will send you my wallet.
You have a wallet?
I don't. I have one wallet and it's a physical one.
And last but,
a scam.
As always, not least, Tim.
Hi, I'm playing Bob. We don't know what happened to Bob. Bob is missing. So hopefully they find Bob. Otherwise, Bob is gone. But I'm Tim. I hang out here and play a lot of games with these guys, so hello.
Believe it or not, we say Bob more often in this game than we say fuck, which is really surprising.
Mm-hmm. We have stats now.
We have stats. We've been checking it out. The L will be adding to my least favourite ones. So, as I said, it's been a while, so I'm not going to go over everything. But last time, we did get with Bob going to check out the Clive expedition. We got there before they had managed to move everything along. And he got a little bit of information, but that came back, got his friends here, and they decided to go to the museum to do some research, leaving Henry in bed with a bit of a stomach bug, because they decided to be nice to Chris this time. At the museum, they tried to talk with Dr. Ali Gafur, but were a little bit too reticent with him and didn't give him any information that he needed, so he fucked right off. Bob decided to go after him. The others decided to do various forms of research, being that Augustus did research, Michelle looked over his shoulder. Kathy looked over his shoulder, nodding and agreeing and that sort of thing. Whereas Evelyn decided to go and look at some pots so as not to fuck up her sanity by reading the wrong word. Doing that, Bob wonderfully fucked up his stealth roll with a fumble and felt himself being seized by some kind of force and an electric feeling go through his whole body. Before we began, I got Henry to roll sanity with a passing roll. Henry, I would like you to lose one sanity anyway. As you sent the message in the morning that you wouldn't be going with, you've been feeling unwell, and you're sleeping. And you're new to this, you weren't part of anything with the rest of them up till now. You only know really what the lawyer told you back in New York when they sent out this way. Maybe you know from your cousin, wasn't it? Lyra? It's not the cousin of Henry. Sister? What then? Just the fucking lawyer. Stop shaking your head at me. Are you sure? Not sure if I believe you. I think you might be retconning shit here. Gaslighting me, man. It's enough of that. Anyway, don't make those faces. Seriously. You're making me scared. So, anyway, not related at all to Lyra. Fuck, I need to stop. Okay. Not related at all to Lyra. However, so I don't know how long you were Lyra's lawyer. Don't know what Lyra would have told you, how close you were, whatever else, since I don't seem to remember all the important stuff. But you're sleeping. It's not all that hot in Egypt at this point in time. It's early in the year. Much warmer than you would have been used to in New York, but not too warm. You're sleeping, you have the blankets on, or sheet on. And you hear the click-clack of a walking stick on the hardwood floor. And you're standing at a balcony, not on a ship, a balcony, the glaring sun down on you. Miss Elswinter, so wonderful to meet you. I've made acquaintance with your friends already.
Excuse me? I look at whoever just called my name.
Fairly tall man with wearing a black suit and a black top hat with a cane with silver top on it. He's pale, but, well, handsome. And his smile is much too large. I thought I would join you, say hello, check out your disposition.
I was in the hotel, wasn't I?
You still are, dear. Oops. By the way, guys, sorry, just so I don't forget, you just got another fucking 5 bonuses, which means you now have 22, because Melissa is amazing and just gave you all. Thanks. I didn't get anything, it's just you guys. And that's fine. No, it's fine. I'll remember.
Henry walks to... Does the ship have, what kind of a ship is this?
It's not a ship. You are standing in a balcony of
Sorry.
Okay, you didn't need to think of me that, but yes, I will use it on them very, very gladly.
Henry walks towards the balcony and tries to look at what's surrounding her. What is this place?
The cane clacks as he follows you. Don't worry about it, dear. You're sleeping. And out of the window, you see a vast expanse of sand. Someone mute there. Something.
She turns around and looks at the man in the suit. You said you'd met my friends. Who exactly are you?
I am a concerned observer.
Observer of what? What exactly are we observing here?
I'm observing you.
I don't like being watched.
No one does, dear. No one does. Tell me, what do you think of your friends?
I don't really know them. I've been here for, what is it, a day, two? I have no idea. I think they don't trust me. I mean,
with their history?
Who would? I show up out of nowhere. It's completely understandable, but I am quite aware that they are watching me too.
And do you trust them?
Mr. Noctis said that I could.
I see. There are many things going on in Egypt. Many strands that can be tied or cut. Be careful of your friends. They might not make as many friends as they'd wish in this journey. Although I am excited to see where they go.
Henry smiles at him. Is this the moment where you try to make me concerned or worry about something? I'm a big girl. I can take care of myself.
I just like to keep abreast of matters.
I'd like to go now.
Say hello for me. And the room slowly fades to black. You wake up covered in sweat.
I get out of the bed and head for the bathroom and wash my face in the sink and look at myself in the mirror for a second. Get it together, Henry. It's just the heat. It's just the heat.
Give me one more sanity roll, please. It's just the heat. And I wanted to go to Tim, but he fucked off. Damn it, Tim. So, he's back.
No, I had granddaughter talking to me.
Oh, well, that's okay. That is completely allowed.
Make sure you get your applesauce.
So, and you might hear her in the background as the day goes. So, but it is what it is.
Oh, okay.
So,
You want a spoon or you're going to do it?
we'll come back to you in a minute. If you go on mute again, sorry. Augustus, what was the last thing you remember researching? What did you find anything? How were your rolls going?
I remember that we were deciphering the Eye of Light and Darkness, the relic that we recovered from William Bissett or Bissart.
Bizarre, yeah.
Bissart. and we were trying to figure out what key that could be. And then we were also taking a look at the Messenger of the Dark Wind, who that might be.
Give me a wee second because I forgot all about part of that.
Yeah, I have a number of incoming information at the time, but mainly we were just trying to see about the cult of the Black Pharaoh, the Eye of Light and Darkness,
Yes.
what that might pertain to. We do have the two hieroglyphs from it, and then also just about, like, is it the Dark Pharaoh? I'm trying to remember. The Black Pharaoh. There's a number of names for him, and like his history, and the Messenger of the Dark Wind. And there is a parallel with some of the notes that came out of Elias's notes with the Messenger of the Dark Wind down in Nairobi. So it's just kind of a link.
Yes.
I believe that.
Yeah. What you realised was that it's another name for the Black Pharaoh. Just like you know that the Bloody Tongue in New York was another name.
Yes. So it's obviously like we're linking this one individual. I think I would have a hard time coming to terms with that it's all the same character. And then I would be a little uneasy because of all of the we've encountered fire demons, and also this 5-headed size of an elephant creature, and tons of things coming out of the sand. From the tales of from William, I think I would be at unease, and I would try to figure out maybe some of that, what those could be, if there's any kind of folklore or history of those things. But that's kind of where.
In what you've seen so far, you've not really found anything. At some point, maybe, like I said, this took quite a lot of time. You're told there are sections that you are not allowed to, that aren't open to the public. And you think maybe you'll find something else there.
Can I ask the person who would tell me that? Because we do have a translator with us, Kathy and I do. Who would we speak to if we wanted to see an area might have more information about this kind of darker side of this history, or maybe more occult side of?
That would be Dr. Cthulhu.
Is there any way we could meet with him sometime?
If you tell me which hotel you're staying at, I can put in a request. I do believe you spoke with him earlier.
Oh, I wasn't totally. Oh, that gentleman. Well, maybe convey a message to him that we are looking into information on the messenger of the. I keep messing it up. The Dark Wind. That we are interested in that and some of the tales around that. And that.
With translators going through this, and you seeing the person scribbling something down in Arabic.
Yeah, and say maybe we are curious about the Eye of Light and Darkness and what significance, and maybe he would know, and maybe that would hook him in a little bit to talk to us.
Because the person nods, seems fairly non-committal. That is all written down. It's put down at the side. But they do tell you that they're busy and still they will get to. They will give it to Dr. Cthulhu and ask again for the hotel you're staying at. And if you give it to them, they write that down as well.
And I just kind of like take an odd chance and just say, was Jackson Elias? Did he ever come here? Did you ever talk with him, like this translator? Just because I'm curious if like maybe he came to research here. I know he only spent a limited amount of time here, but there was a lot of things like Augustus would know this. There was a lot of things that he left finished here, but I'm just on the off chance maybe maybe they know him. Maybe he was here for a brief period.
Give me a luck roll, Mister. I have way too much luck.
Can I use a bonus die with that?
I don't see the point, but you could. Okay.
Oh, it's a success. Imagine.
You've not even put it up by the 15. You have 90 now. When you mention Jackson Elias, you see the receptionist or the person at the desk, their brow kind of furrows and they hold their finger up and they check some books. And they say, instead of throwing them, yes, Mr. Elias was here about a year ago, less.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Do you know what?
Sorry?
No, go ahead.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
go.
I'm sorry. Oh, I was just. Do you remember what he was looking into while he was here? Did he leave anything unfinished or?
He shrugs and then speaks very quickly in Arabic, and the translator. It's what do you call him? It's the translator, isn't it? The Hakim.
Mm-hmm.
Hakim listens and says he spoke with Dr. Kafur, but not for long. But he remembers that this Mr. Elias was very agitated.
Oh. Yeah, I think he was sick while he's here, maybe not in the best state of mind. But we're following up some of the research that he was doing while here. Maybe Dr. Kafur? Kafur. Maybe Kafur, maybe we could follow up with him because we're trying to tidy up on Dr. Jackson Elias's research.
He makes another note of it.
Okay.
I will. He has just went upstairs. I will get it to him as soon as possible. And if he is very busy man, if he can't get to you today, I am sure he will send for you.
Okay, that's fine. That's great. That's great news. Thank you. And maybe I tidy up the papers that we have, so because it's probably getting late. I'm not sure what time of day it is, but I know we came in here.
You've been here for quite a while. I'm just while you're tidying out your papers, just to go back through. So you'd actually been given the part of the stone which you researched to find out was the part of the eye of light and darkness, but it's only one part of it. From what you could see of the sketchings and stuff, you only have the right hand side of it.
Yeah.
Or that's what it looks like anyway to you.
Do we have an illustration of it from somebody?
I will get you one, so you can have it. Boom. Sorry, things. As well, from studying, you know that the stone isn't quite white. It's got a kind of pinkish colour to it. Which, again, going with your research there, you know about the Red Pyramid of the show. I'm trying to think, sorry, because the last time, I'm sure I gave you the information, but then I didn't follow through on it. What else were you looking at?
I think we followed through with a lot of things the last time, but that was the main thing that I think we ended on was the eye. Okay. But I said that it was a pink stone, and that is the red pyramid.
Yes.
Because it's a white pyramid but it is stained red, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's the stone. Yeah. The stone is it's kind of a pinky sort of thing. So it's usually the pyramids and the stones from around this area are very like the kind of white, yellow, kind of creamy sort of colour. But this is quite particular.
So if we can get an illustration, I imagine it would be an illustration or something of what we need. Of the other side of it, maybe that would be something curious for us to follow up on. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of where I'm at. Just the kind of the lore of the things like these mythical creatures, because I'm just in my mind there's a little bit of fear embedded since we encountered the things in New York that we might encounter something again, and I just kind of want to be prepared. So
that sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Evelyn, you decided to take a walk through some of the exhibits. I think you said we're looking at some pottery there. I would like you as well to give me a sanity roll, please. Okay. You've walked through Sunlight. The windows here are fairly big. Sunlight coming through. But there was a failure. It was 58 over 31 because everyone's got the best sanity. You two hear clicking. This time on the tiles. A shadow, probably a cloud, pulls in front of the windows. Sunlight goes. You're standing in front of a mummy. You see it's one of the ones the Brits didn't manage to steal. The cloth is old and dry. Everything covered up. You can tell that the insides have been hollowed out. And still the click, clack, clack. What do you do? What would you like to do at this point?
Oh, the options. I think I would probably look around to see if there's someone walking around with a stick, because that's what it sounds like.
You don't see anyone. You see maybe in the distance someone cleaning, but not close to you where you'd be hearing the. It doesn't look like they have anything like that. There's no
Is
other
this a
patrons in
Evelyn? Oh, sorry. Is this an Evelyn only clicking, or am I hearing it too?
Are you with Evelyn?
I'm just behind her.
I thought you were behind Augustus.
You're with Augustus.
I got because Augustus the character in another game.
Yeah.
I got ripped up.
Yeah, that's a
We have
confusion
been talking
point.
about this. We've got Lauren, we've got Augustus, we've got August. It's Augustus, sorry. It's all over the show.
All right. Well, let's
Another
retcon
one
that
needs
I
to be
was
made
there
up.
for everything that the professor was doing, and I'll shut up now.
Am I in the big room in the middle with the giant statues, or am I somewhere else?
You've went off to it's
Like a side display room kind of thing?
Exactly, some covering the 5th Dynasty.
Okay. Just so I've got a mental image of like the size of room that I'm in.
Ah,
I'm imagining like long and fairly narrow rather than like huge and expansive.
yes. Long, fairly narrow. Probably, so you have larger things on the sides, and then in the middle you have maybe some glass cabinets or individual pieces of art or history or whatever.
I'm probably going to step away from the mummy and move around the room a bit and see what else there is in here.
You step away from the mummy. The cloud seems to get darker, and you see something moving the side of your eye.
I'm turning to face it to see it better.
Nothing there.
Well, that's a bit weird.
You hear someone humming to herself. You turn to that. You see the cleaner. He's taking his stuff and walking out. The clouds haven't moved.
That's weird. It's been bright and sunny since we got here. I mean, I know it's spring, but
You hear the click, clack.
where's the cleaner gone? Have they gone to like a staff-only area, or have they
Went
left?
back to the main room. Well, what it looks like to use into the main hall.
I might follow the cleaner. Not close up, just like vaguely.
Thank you, Ian. You start walking the way the cleaner walked. You hear the clicking again. This time coming from behind you.
Looking around.
Nothing.
Oh, this is not okay. Is there anyone else in the building at all apart from the cleaner?
In
Or is
this
it,
room,
there must be
no,
other
the
people
building
around.
there's still loads of people. You've been walking about for quite a while now, let's say. Wanting to stay away from the books, you've seen some very old earthenware, you have seen artwork, you have seen tablets with what do you call it, hieroglyphs on them. Nothing that really, I mean, very, very interesting things. You've seen other people as well. You've not been in
I
here
didn't know
alone the
much
whole
about
time.
Egypt, so I was interested in just finding out more about what's happening here and like what the history of the place is. They don't know the names of all the dynasties and how it all fits together with a timeline.
And now you've got a lot more information that the keeper will not go into right now. For purely.
Yeah, it's not important right now.
Not important right now. Ian, thank you very much. That's another 3 bonuses for you, buggers.
Wait, hang on. If we buy ourselves bonuses, is that okay?
Well, no. What we could say is that it's a complication since he did it. Since he's been nice to me, we'll make it a complication. That way, I now have 2 complications, and you
I
still
believe
have.
in letting us pay to win, Mark.
No, you already have 22 bonuses for fuck's sake.
Oh, I'm going to buy 20 more. How much does that cost?
A shitload.
It could be nothing. It could be nothing. It doesn't have to be a complication or a bonus.
I've got a sudden urge to find an area with more people in it.
You start to move. I want you to give me another sanity roll, please.
If you say so.
This time I'd like
41 over 30, 46 over 31.
I'd like you to lose 1 point of sanity as you feel a hand stroke your hair. You'll help her, won't you?
Excuse me, help who?
There's no one there.
Of course there isn't. Why would there be someone there?
The clouds move and the sunlight filters in again. You see the dust motes in the light.
Well, this is turning into a lovely afternoon.
Bob, when last we saw you, you had been frozen, held. You felt electricity or some form of energy pull through your body. I'd like you to lose 1 hit point, please.
All right.
The voice telling you you shouldn't be here. I'd now like you to make a power roll, please, as you feel your body begin to be dragged backwards.
Power. Where's that one? There it is. Can I use strength?
Nope, this is definitely a power.
Okay.
Your body remains stiff as you're pulled backwards. The current going through it spikes. You lose another hit point.
All right.
It's dark.
And
You're being pulled towards. There's 2 sets of stairs. One to the right, which is the one you were heading for, but you think that Dr. Cthulhu went up. And another to the left. You're being pulled towards the one on the left. You can't see your assailant as yet. No, you shouldn't be here.
am I able to speak? Or am I that
You can
electrified?
Speak. I don't think you could shout. It's like you're being compressed. You're not under constant, at least whatever's holding you is doing this to you.
Okay. I just wanted to speak to the professor. It's about all he tries to squeak out. And I don't know. Last time he fell unconscious, so I'm assuming, or it faded to black. That's coming soon. He was just going to try to struggle to get free. If he can grab onto something, he will try. If he can't, he's not much he can do then.
You struggle. You feel the current go through you. I need to say as well, before we played, we had another roll, a luck roll, because the last time in New York, Bob had a critical success, and it led to him and Augustus almost dying. So since he got the crit fail here, I decided to give him a luck roll to see if something positive might come out of it.
Yeah, the opposite polarity of the negative in me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll con, please.
Regular success, 41 under 80.
The whole room lights up as if the sun has just risen inside of it. You feel heat. You hear, you think you might have heard the mumbling of Arabic just before the light, or as the light came. You're completely stunned, but your body's free. You fall to the ground. Everything's dark. You hear footsteps coming towards you. And someone says something to you in Arabic, and you feel a hand reaching down.
I lost audio. My headphones died. Give me just a second to switch.
No problem.
Don't ask me why. They were on the charger all night.
It's because of your power roll.
Yeah.
Can you speak?
Yes. Can you hear?
All right, I hear you. I can hear you. Sorry about that.
That's okay. What was the last thing you heard?
Everything got bright, and then my headphones went powering off.
Yeah, okay, maybe it was the thing. So everything that, when I say bright, I mean extremely bright, looking into a floodlight sort of thing, and you're blinded. But your body's no longer rigid. You no longer feel the electricity going through it, and you collapse on the ground. You hear footsteps coming
Scrambled
towards
to
you.
get up with his first thing.
No, at the moment you're unable to scramble to get up, I think. You're blind, you can't see, and you just fell to the floor after being controlled or held. You hear the click-clack of feet. You hear someone say something to you in Arabic. Do you know Arabic?
No.
No. He looks at you, you feel a hand on yours and on your arm. Someone's trying to help you up.
At this moment, I would have let them assist me and try not to resist if I cannot, unless I can see them. But it sounds like they're helping me, and I'm free. So he's giving it a moment of trust at the moment until he can get his bearings.
Almost immediately switches to English. Yes, you came to talk to me before. Are you okay?
Who am I talking to?
Still, you just see the spots flashing. I am.
Bob is, or do I recognize the voice?
No, you've not even have heard it for long enough. I am Dr. Ali Kafur, and you, my friend, are very lucky that I forgot something.
I was looking for you. I had another question. I forgot to mention when we got all of us together there. I kind of lost my train of thought earlier. But thank you. What the hell just happened to me? And he's looking around to see if there's who this other person was. It's not the same voice. He knows that much.
You still can't see until you're starting to come back. You're starting to see maybe shadows.
Okay. That bright of a light. Okay.
If you'd fumbled this, you would have been permanently blinded. So just letting you know.
Oh, okay. So that's severe. Okay. So yeah. I understand how to play it now. Okay. Not like a flash bulb.
No. This was something a bit stronger.
Okay. Then he's just holding it.
I'm very sorry about that, my friend. It was a necessity. Please, come with me. And you feel him leading you towards the stairs. And you go up.
He's feeling the walls, the stuff somebody would normally do as he's being led. Yeah, and he's shaking himself. I forgot to ask you about Jackson, and I was following you in this. I don't know who it was or what it was. What did they do to me?
That is
Ooh.
a conversation for when we have some tea, my friend. Come. And he helps you up the stairs. And he puts you in a seat and it feels comfortable. The weather. You can't see anything properly yet, but now as he moves, you see the outline of a man, fairly short, slight. You think there are large windows in front of you. I'll be right back. And after a minute or two, he's back and he puts a very hot cup of tea in your hand. And you start to see a little bit better. His facial features are coming into focus. Can you see? Are you...
I'm starting to, and he sips his tea as he's going. Do you know where my friends are? Well, companions are.
We will get to that. Please sit.
Well, I am.
No, you are sitting. Fuck. Yeah, never mind. You asked about Jackson. Do you mean Jackson Elias?
Yeah, Jackson Elias. We were doing some research for him, and that's why we were also here. And we forgot to mention that when we talked to you earlier.
I remember.
And I was following behind you. I was trying to catch up to you when whatever hit me from behind saying I didn't belong. I don't know what he meant.
Hey, Jeff. That is hopefully nothing of your concern.
Obviously, since somebody just never... Yeah, you're right. Right now I need to worry about getting my eyes back.
Drink the tea.
And I thank you for helping me. I thank you.
Very good.
Then he will step away at the tea.
He moves and sits behind the desk. Your friend, Jackson Elias, I remember him. He wanted to know about the Carlisle expedition. I did not have time to speak with him as freely as we both have wished. And we did make another appointment, but he didn't turn up.
Well, he is no longer with us.
He is dead. He passed away.
I'm trying to... It was the blood fangs or the bloody tongue or something?
Bloody tongue, yeah.
Yeah. He was murdered by the bloody tongue.
And at this point, the face comes into more focus, and you see the look of shock on it. You say your friends are here?
Well, they were in the library last I are headed towards the research area, library, I believe.
You're in great danger, my friend. Wait here, I will get your friends. And you hear the door close behind you, and tea still steaming in your hand.
If he has vision, he's going to kind of wander slightly around the room, not touching anything, but reading like what the title of books are, looking at the stuff as he's trying to get his eyes to focus, things like that. He won't be inhospitable and handle anything, but just look.
The desk is covered in books and papers, most of it written in Arabic. You see several empty cups of tea, notes and things, but everything written. As I said, you don't speak Arabic, so you don't see anything there. There's some art on the walls that seems to be of an ancient, very, very old looking. You do have a cult. You can give me an occult roll, please.
Let's see. Bob's not an occult person, but let's see. Where is that? Occult. He has an ability to get something.
Yeah.
I will spend the 2 damn luck points.
You spend your 2 luck, and you see.
I rolled a 7, so I needed a 5, so I will spend 2.
You should have taken a bonus for that, and it'd have been much more likely you'd pass. As I said, you have 22 fucking bonuses, you bastards.
I'm saving them for combat.
You know how I feel about combat.
I know. We're all dead.
I hate combat. So, as you look around, you notice things that maybe came up when you were doing favours for Jackson. Things that you notice one thing, a sign of the Black Pharaoh, which is something you're all looking into at the moment. You see names, things including the Bloody Tongue. You're fairly sure you see a mention of someone called Nitocris, which you've heard about as well.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing too in-depth. You are only looking about without trying to get too much. But now we will go to Kathy and August again. What are you two up to at the moment?
I'm in the timeline. Have we already done everything we did before? I'm wondering how that lines up with Bob.
Yeah, we're doing hand waving this because of how that all went. We're going to say it took Bob longer to get to where he wanted to.
Okay.
Well, and that you were able to do it, or maybe that he left a bit later, because otherwise you wouldn't have been able to do anything. And yeah, so just take it as me being a shit GM.
So have we left, or are we still in the building? I guess
You're still in the building. You're
okay. So when we left off, we were tidying up our stuff, and we asked them to go send a message that we would like to meet with Dr. Kafar. I'm butchering that name, and then I guess Kathy, I don't know if there's anything that you want to know, or anything that you have any questions, or if there's something that you're interested in.
I just have about 1 billion questions. But this may not be the right place or the right time. Let's go find the others.
As you say that, a security guard walks up to you, very stern-faced. You know Mr. Robinson?
Bob?
Yeah, Bob.
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 Oh, we know Bob. Yes.
What's he done now?
I'm trying to get a lot more Bobs on our stats.
Yeah, we need to get more Bobs. Bobs and cunts. That's it. Please, come with me.
Anything for Bob.
God, what the fuck has he got us into now?
Man, so motions you ahead of him. Takes you to that door that you saw the doctor go through earlier. Evelyn, you're out in the main room. You feel a hand on your shoulder. Take a breath. This hand is real. Excuse me, Robinson? Bob Robinson?
I'm not, but I know him.
Come. And he motions to you and heads towards...
I will follow.
People just following.
No, just because if I know him, come with me, he seemed to say, so I'm just going to follow him.
He motions down and follows.
That's what you do.
Also wearing a security uniform. I've only said cunt 10 times. That's fucking terrible.
It's only since we've been counting it.
Yeah, true. Anyway, so you all find yourselves meeting on the stairs on the way up to Dr. Kafar. You see the man you spoke with earlier, short, has a goatee, small horn-rimmed glasses, standing at the door to the office. Please, yes. He waves the security guards away. Please, come in. And he holds the door open for you. You see Bob sitting at a seat in front of a desk.
Bob, what the goodness happened to you?
Bob, what have you done now?
I'm sitting here having a cup of tea, enjoying the professor's company. I asked him a question.
I'm here for
And
many
the fact
questions.
that somebody tried to just take me prisoner and throw me down a bunch of stairs. And they used some sort of electric probe or something.
Well, that's where exploring gets you.
Was no probe. Please,
Look
all
up.
of you. And he takes some books off of seats, clears some space. Is this your whole group?
Oh, we're missing one at the moment.
Henry was sick, she said. We could try sending something to the hotel.
No, you can. If need be, you can tell her anything you find out here. You are all friends
After,
of Mr.
Henry was
Elias?
a girl is strange.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. Then you could tell him. There you go. We'll be thinking about that.
Yes, we were all very, very good friends with Jackson.
I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you. But here's the rub. We're chasing down the same things he is. He was, I mean.
So I've been led to believe.
So we need to know everything. Everything you know. If we're going to have a chance to both survive this and beat whatever is coming.
My dear, we do not have time for me to tell you everything that I know. And he smiles. Would you all like a cup of tea? I think we might be here for some time. Sorry, I need a very quick bio break. I'll be right back. We are back, and these people are all just terrible, and I hate them. No, I'm joking. I love them very much. Dr. Cthulhu smiles at you. You're on a very dangerous path.
Yes, no shit, Doctor.
Maybe I can be of assistance to you. What is it you're looking for?
We're looking for how and why the Carlisle expedition appears to have... well, the story that is being told is not necessarily the same story that actually happened.
And there's some interesting stuff that we discovered around here revolving around it, I believe. I can't remember character names suddenly. Ian's character. Yes.
They're written under the boxes, Tim.
Yeah, but I don't have that up right now, so I'm going to open it up now.
I mean, I wouldn't have the Eye of Light and Darkness with me.
No, it was too heavy. You said you were leaving it back at there.
Yeah,
but
we
you
have
did
like
take a rubbing of it.
Yes. So can I say we discovered the Eye of Light and Darkness, and we might need another part of it.
He looks at it. I see. I'm not sure I'll be able to help you with that. It's been missing for a long time. I'm surprised you found... Regardless, the Carlisle expedition. I too believe that something is amiss there. Mm-hmm. What they were looking for, I believe they uncovered a secret. The Black Pharaoh somehow led to their slaughter in Kenya. I know that Sir Penhew had studied the Black Pharaoh. We had discussed the topic many times, a long time ago. But the last time he was here, he did not seek me out. And when I visited, he was not pleased to see me.
Did he seem like himself? Did he seem changed when you met him that time?
He seemed younger. He seemed withdrawn. He seemed as... what's the word? Mean? Malicious? There was
like
something...
he wasn't himself, like he was somebody else all of a sudden.
No, he was himself, but just darker. If that makes sense.
This is before the Carlisle expedition left.
No, this is... well, before they left Egypt, yes.
So can we relay the information that William Basalt told us?
Mm-hmm.
like just say that we have heard a story from an items dealer that basically that they came back from a pyramid changed, and I kind of just relay that story about how they went in and they took the 3 objects to go into a pyramid.
This is bad news. Very, very bad news.
What's bad about it?
What's in that pyramid? Do you know?
When Nephilim revived the worship of the Black Pharaoh, he and his god became mixed in the people's minds. They are one and the same. When the 4th dynasty started, Sneferu rose and defeated Nephilim. They built a pyramid in Midam that was meant to contain the body of the sorcerer, to keep it from rising. Yeah. I believe that protected us. It was very dark if they had done something to
awaken him.
The bent pyramid at the show. When the Nephilim corpse was removed, it was taken to the bent pyramid. Nothing was ever found. This is bad news indeed.
So they went into, I believe, the bent pyramid and came back, changed, and then went to a massacre, a sacrifice, and there was a mysterious figure with them, and everybody was killed.
Are they trying to, do you think if these things are true, that they were trying to bring back Queen Nitocris?
Nitocris? You have said nothing of Nitocris till now. I believe they would have been trying to bring back Nephilim, the Black Pharaoh.
The Black Wind?
That is perhaps another name for him, depending, yes. You speak of
Why
Nitocris.
would anyone want to bring him back?
Nitocris wanted to bring him back as well.
Why?
This was thousands of years ago. I don't think any of us could know why.
There's always a reason for a why. There's
Why
always
would-
a reason why. At drama school, that was the thing they drummed into us. Every character, every actor, every role, there is a why. If they want to do something, there is a reason why.
Why do you mention Queen Nitocris?
Because she seems to be involved and related in some way, even though she is long dead.
Do you know of the Clive expedition?
I've heard things about the Clive expedition, yes.
I believe the mummy that they uncovered was that of Nitocris.
And she's now disappeared.
And what we believe are the tunnels that run below. Do you know anything about those?
I have no first-hand knowledge of them. I do not doubt their existence. A great many of these pyramids have secret rooms, secret tunnels.
So the Clive expedition is kind of has found a mummy that you believe is Queen
Nitocris.
Queen. And then her body went missing, so we believe there's tunnels underneath there. So
as I said, this is very, very bad news. I do not know how much you believe in matters of the occult.
try me.
Black Pharaoh and Nephrinka existed. They were real. As do the other outer gods of which the Black Pharaoh was a part. They are led by the demon sultan Azathoth. Don't any of you try and say that because you'll butcher it.
Azathoth.
Oh my god, how the fuck?
You found one I could say. There was one I could actually fucking say.
Amazing.
So you believe that they're bringing back one of these gods? The same god is the Black Wind, or the messenger of the Black Wind.
If they were to bring back Nyarlathotep, I believe that would be the end for all of us. I know that the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh still exists today.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about his organisation, no matter what I do to try and find out. I'm stymied on every side. They are here, they have power. I know they are growing in Africa as well. The Bloody Tongue is definitely more of a foothold in Kenya. The Brits. I have no contacts among the Brits that would be able to give me more knowledge on this.
How does the eye work into this?
The eye. He moves to a bookshelf and pulls down a book, opens it up for you, and shows you a picture of the stone. Mm-hmm. The eye, I believe, was part of the protection, stopping entrance to, stopping anyone getting access to the Nephrinka's body.
So since we have found it, that means that protection is gone and that person exists, possibly.
I think if they had managed to raise Nephrinka, we would know it. They must have found something, maybe something pointing them in the way. The Black Pharaoh is but a facet of this dark god. There are many of these outer gods, these entities. They mean us nothing good.
So what do you think we should do? I mean, I would just look for suggestions here. We have the eye. It's obviously the protection's been removed.
Not the full eye. You only have part of it.
Yeah, but
that alone will not help.
Well, at least if we have part of it, that means they don't have the whole of it. So, you know, by just having it and keeping it away from them, we are already doing.
They do not need it.
No, it's protection, so we need to reinstate it, maybe.
That would definitely be good, yes. You could look
Who was it that attacked me? It's another question. Is one of these groups you just mentioned?
Yes, I believe it was a servitor of the Black Pharaoh. They have been trying to infiltrate the museum for some time now, here and certain other parts of the city. I cannot protect everything, but I do what I can. You know the Clive expedition. Perhaps they will speak to you. Despite the fact I knew Sir Aubrey, his successor, Edward Gavigan, does not have any fondness for me. There have been 10 expeditions from the Penny Foundation since Sir Aubrey died. There have been more than 20 deaths. There have been disappearances. There have been suicides. There has been one certified case of madness. There's paranoia. There's secrecy. And I cannot get near. You mentioned Nitocris. If they have Nitocris' body, they may attempt to raise her. Well, not as apocalyptic as raising the Black Pharaoh himself. It is nonetheless something we would not wish to happen.
Might they do one on this as a step towards the other?
Yes, if they were to manage to raise Queen Nitocris, I do believe they would be one step further if they can control her. I do not believe people from those eras think or thought the way we do. She was a powerful sorceress in her day.
It might be a hook, but what would be? And I don't remember the exact name of the mosque, but what would be located in that mosque?
Ibn Tulun.
Yes. Oh, we heard that the cult of the Black Pharaoh wants something within there.
I have no doubt. Ibn Tulun is the oldest mosque in all of Cairo. It is one of our most holy places. Give me a second, I'm looking for something.
Sorry.
No. It is said that the girdle of Nitocris is kept there under guard.
Maybe they would need that item to resurrect her, from what you're saying. Maybe there's some kind of connection, because we've seen a vision of the 3 items of Nitocris. So.
If they don't have those 3 items, maybe they can't do it.
I think that would be a fair guess. She is famous for certain things associated with her. If they have her body and they have the items, then through some dark magic.
And they just stole her body.
I would think so, yes.
So either we need to go to her tomb where they sold the body and try to discover how they got her body out of there, or we need to make sure that the items are collected to resurrect her.
If you're wanting to resurrect her, he strokes his chin around. There are many stories of the Black Pharaoh. Neferkab is said to possess a huge beast, of which the Sphinx is but a miniature.
Wow.
There are prophecies that to bring back the Black Pharaoh, and it will bring them freedom and stark truth. There will be a new age, the end of the dominance of man.
That's terrific.
Nitocris would be, for them, an ideal stepping stone. The Great Sphinx at Giza. Nitocris was said to have performed hideous rituals there. I think if they have taken her body, if they're going to do anything with her, it is best to look to the Great Sphinx. The Great Sphinx holds many secrets, not all of which I know, nor all of which can I divulge. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say there's a broken pyramid, a step pyramid, and a red pyramid. What relation do those pyramids have to her?
The red pyramid, I think, is where, this is me saying not things, I think is where she was buried. And the bent pyramid was for Black Pharaoh Nefertari. The room, one at Maidum, collapsed.
Okay.
This is dire news.
Do you know of anything that would has to deal with a ritual where you bring back an ancient queen or a god? Do you have any information on how they would perform this task? It's like we can go to the location or try to figure out.
I must research this myself. We have a rather large occult library. You're welcome to join me. However, I'm not sure how much you will have, how easy it will be for you.
I appreciate that.
He looks at we can do so first thing in the morning.
I think
Nighttime.
between us all, maybe we could find. Between us all, we must find an answer.
I
We have
think
a professor, we have a secretary, we have a lawyer, we have an explorer, and we have me. And we have you. Between us all, we must be able to find something, some way to stop this.
I sincerely hope so.
Well, us sitting here doing nothing, we should be picking just one and going. Spending the next day trying to figure out which to do.
Well, there are too many things. There are enough of us that we can pursue different avenues. Do any of you speak Arabic?
Poorly.
Little.
Poorly.
Enough to order a beer or a drink, and where the bathroom is.
I believe Evelyn is probably our most fluent.
No, I'm not. I was pointing at August.
Oh,
Yeah.
August.
I think you and I'm not fluent. I've got a 16.
I've got 15.
Mm-hmm. So it's like
I will give you a note to take to the mosque. Perhaps they will be more open to you if I send word.
How do you go about formally entering or exploring the Sphinx?
That is something we will need to find out together. As I said, the occult section has a wealth of material. I'm not sure how quickly we can find something. I'm not sure what you will be able to look at. We do have texts in English and German, French, but most of them are in Arabic.
So do we want to split the party, have people go to the mosque, and the research people help him research tomorrow?
Sure, Bob will lead the expedition to the mosque as he pulls out his cross.
Well, yeah,
Bob rushing straight in really worked well earlier.
For Muslims, Jesus was a prophet, so that would not bother them at all.
Probably not. But...
No. Is Bob one of those people?
No, Bob would have no idea of another religion compared to where he lived in the middle of Funk America and the mountains. So Very little outside of that religion.
He writes down a scroll in Arabic. He takes a few minutes to do so. If any of you want to try and read it, you can give me a roll, but
Of course I'm going to try and read it.
Why not?
I think I might spend 6 luck.
I would tell you, you really do not need to. You can if you want, but there's not anything in there that's... I was more giving you a chance to...
Then in that case, I will save my luck because you told me to.
Yeah.
And I
I
trust
was
you.
more giving you the chance to what do you call it?
Show off.
No, to level up your Arabic if you got the chance.
You have a dot next to it so we can level.
Yeah. And I think we will introduce a mechanic so you can gain a little bit of Arabic.
Oh, so do I do the dot if I fail, or
No, if
you
you
do
pass.
the dot if you succeed?
If you succeed. But we'll talk the other thing after. I say if you are here tomorrow at dawn, we will make headway on this. As to the mosque, I'm not sure if you wish to go this evening or tomorrow.
I think we should go as soon as humanly possible. I think we should go tonight.
When do they have their evening religious event? Because we obviously don't want to get involved with that.
You will hear the call to prayer.
No
There's
doubt.
a hospital where the mosque is now. This is not somewhere where people worship often. As I said, it's one of the oldest, but not one of the prettiest. There is an infirmary there. They'll be helping people. Henry, you looked in the mirror, convinced yourself it's just the heat. It's now so the middle of the afternoon, or late afternoon, let's say, probably about the same time as it is for the others now. You slept most of the day, you're feeling much better. You're not sure what exactly it was that got to you. What are you doing?
Henry heads down to the lobby.
You head out into the corridor. The lights are off.
This is quite odd.
Give me a spot hidden, please.
Oh, come on.
You can spend the luck to get it if you wish. Did you do your luck recovery?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can spend 10 points to get it if you wish.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
I mean, it's not that there's no lights, but the lights are off. You see along the corridor, which seems longer than maybe it should be from where your room is.
Yeah.
You see something small along the ground. Looks like it's crawling. Could be a person, could be a cat.
Is there anything else in the corridor?
Just the doors to the other rooms.
Henry tries to go back into her room. There's something kind of unsettling about this, and wants to find something to arm herself with.
You try the door, it kind of jiggles. You move the key and you start to maybe panic a bit, and then it clicks open, and you slip inside.
Okay. Yeah, Henry goes to... Is it the room?
It's your room, yes. The light's on, if you left it on. If not, you can turn it on. They do have electric lights in here. It's a very, very upmarket hotel.
Henry heads to her luggage and kind of like goes through it. I know I put it somewhere in here before I got on that damn boat. She's looking for her gun.
Give me a luck roll to see if you made it past customs. There we go. You find it after a few moments.
Okay. She takes the gun and checks if it's loaded.
What kind of gun is it?
It is a handgun. It is a
Revolver or
a 45 automatic.
And you left it. I don't think you would have left it loaded then. I can make you roll luck again to see if you did, but then that might just be nasty.
Now he has to see if he can find the clip.
Because if you leave the clip loaded, then it fucks up the springs.
No.
Which is why you
I
wouldn't
mean,
have done it.
he has the gun. Now he has to find where he put the clip.
No,
Is
you
what
need to
I'm
find the
saying.
bullets to put in the clip. The clip would be in the gun, but not loaded, because if you leave it loaded, it fucks up the springs.
Do I have to roll luck to see if I
No.
packed in ammunition?
You did pack ammunition. Obviously you did.
Okay, so
Wrong size, though, you're fucked. No, which one? There you go.
Henry loads the gun and then kind of like stuffs it into her waistband and heads back towards the door.
You open the door and almost bang into a woman wearing a rather large dress and hat. Oh, excuse me. No, pardon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry. I wasn't looking where I was going. Excuse me. I look at the woman, bit confused.
She gives you a very, so looking down her nose at you, says something in French.
Do I understand it?
Do you speak French?
Un petit peu.
Un petit peu. You can give me a French roll.
Un petit peu French
Un
roll?
petit peu français.
Oui, oui, oui. No.
No, you do get the sense that it might be derogatory. She walks off. You see her go into a room a couple of doors down from yours.
What was I doing? Well, the lobby. I wanted to go down. I need to find the others. Henry heads down towards the lobby.
As you're walking, for a moment you hear the tap, tap, tap of the cane that you remember from your dream.
She looks around to see if she sees a man in a black suit anywhere.
There's nowhere, and it's a carpet. There's nothing for the things to go on. There wouldn't be anything for it to clack on.
Okay, it's all in your head, Henry. It's all in your head. This is just either you're still dreaming or you're just hooked up on that weird fantasy you just had. Okay, down to the lobby.
You make your way downstairs. The lobby is quiet. Front desk is only one man standing at it.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Short question. My colleagues, they must have headed out this afternoon. Did they maybe leave something for me or a message or anything? I wasn't feeling too well and decided to stay back.
He looks down. Miss Eswinder?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, your friends were going to the museum for a day trip. I'm sure they'll be back soon. The museum is closing now.
Okay, how far away is this museum?
Did I tell you it was far away or not far away? I can't remember. He tells you how far away it is. It's not terribly far.
I think we took a tram to get there.
You did.
All right. Thank you very much. Henry just decides to kind of like head over and meet them there in the hopes of still catching them.
You head out. It is early evening, so it's not dark yet. Darker than it was. It's still fairly busy. It's like Carroll's a very metropolitan city, lots and lots of people. You get on the tram. Looking out the window. You hear the click, click, again. And someone sits down beside you. You see the black suit. And the rest of you, what are you doing?
We're heading to the mosque, right?
All of you?
I figured it was like, we could go to
Some
the
of us were
hospital.
staying to research, and some of us were heading to
No,
the
the
mosque.
research is going to be the next day.
Oh, yes, the
museum's
next day.
closed now.
Bob's decision will be based on have his eyes recovered.
You sorry, yeah, your eyes recovered. It took maybe about 15, 20 minutes, but they were back. Had you failed,
Okay.
it would have been over an hour. And had you fumbled, or even actually not even fumbled, 96 to 100, you would have been permanently blind.
Bloody hell.
Which I thought was okay considering it was from a fumble. So,
Yeah, that would be fair. Don't look at the sun during the eclipse.
yeah,
You know.
definitely do not. So what's the plan?
I'm headed to the mosque.
Well, we have
I
to leave
believe-
the museum, although recent experience with Bob has made me think that maybe let him get a safe distance away and then see what happens.
Huh? Get him get captured again and find something else?
How far is the mosque from the museum?
Salim tells you, Salim? Hakim. No, Salim. Fuck, how can I have forgotten his name? It's Salim, isn't it? Salim suggests getting a taxi from where you are. Although you won't get one to fit all six of you. Shut up, man. Continuity is my freaking middle name. It's all continuous.
I
No,
don't
I'm
mind
okay.
squeezing in. We could all squeeze in. It'll be fine. We do. I do this in New York all the time. Taxi! Shoot. I can't whistle. But she can.
2 taxis probably shouldn't cost too much here in Cairo.
No, it's well within your daily budget.
I whistle twice.
And immediately fucking putting up dust clouds, screeching brakes.
Kathy, sometime can you teach me how to do that, please?
Well, it's very simple. Fingers, mouth, teeth, tongue.
Another taxi stops.
I know you're messing with me because I can't do it.
I
I know what you're doing.
I'm
I
not
was
doing it
wa-
intentionally.
I was waiting for the Bogart answer. You know.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
What's the Bogart answer?
Just push your lips together and blow
Yeah.
or something.
I can do that, but I can't do the
No,
loud
neither can
one.
I.
Someone did it whilst I was walking past in the street. It's not a good time. I was very close by. It was very loud.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Honestly, I can't do it. I would love to be able to do it.
See, Cat can do it. You'll need to show us next time we're playing on Tuesday. Just deafening us all. Anyway, let's get back to our little game.
We don't have to roll for taxi, do we?
Oh yeah, roll for taxi. That's
I have 100 in that skill. Do you think Kathy drives anywhere?
does she fuck. So you're heading to the mosque, leaving Tulin. This place looks old. It's an older design of a mosque. Salim's telling you that it's now used as a kind of wait a minute. Sorry, give me a second. It's an asylum for the infirm and the insane. I should have said that before, but I'd forgotten all about it. Continuity. Anyway, he's telling you the history of it, that it was the... it imitates the courtyard of Muhammad's house in Medina, where the great prophet first taught. And they used to have a walled court open to the sky. But now, as it's been converted, you see a lot of putting the cunt into continuity. Yeah, thank you. The infernally insane. Oh, sorry, I need to stop looking at chat. No more chat for me. I've had my daily chat. Sorry, I'm tired now. When you get there, there are several attendants, most of them wearing white uniforms. There are several people who are obviously infirm, sitting around getting help. There's people being given food. There's a lot of laughter, a lot of people. It seems like a fairly warm place.
Mm.
You've been told that you need to speak to an Ahmed al-Dahabi. Ahmed.
So can we approach the front doors of the mosque?
Yes, you
and
can.
then walk straight in?
You can walk straight in.
Remember, everyone, take off your shoes.
No, it's not. It's not a mosque anymore.
Oh.
But it was very well remembered.
In that case, keep your shoes on.
It's okay, we've got a good long time to worry about sharps.
You see attendants and doctors, things like that. What do you want to do?
So we have the letter and we have to deliver it basically to Ahmed. And this is the place that was mentioned that the cult wants to go.
Yes.
I want to make sure, because it's not a mosque and it's a mosque and it's
it's still called the what you call it? I can't speak. Ibn Tulun Mosque. It's still called that because it's, as I said, it's one of the oldest mosques. The Mosque of Ibn Tulun. Yeah, it's one of the oldest mosques in Cairo, but it hasn't been used as a mosque since the middle of the 19th century.
And there's a bunch of tenants around, mainly infirmed.
No, attendants. So there's the patients there. The ones being looked after are generally mentally ill or have some form of physical infirmity. So maybe they can't walk, or if they were.
So when we walk in, we just see a room full of people.
You see, you saw people outside at first because they're still enjoying the cool evening air. It's like a hospital. It's not just a room full of people. There'll be a place where they'll meet, be able to sit. There'll be rooms off places, taking up the full floor plan of what the mosque was.
I'd look for somebody that would look like they were in charge, or maybe like a doctor.
You see doctors there.
Walk up to them and we've been directed to speak with an Ahmed. Do you know where that person would be here?
Who has the lowest luck of those amongst you?
In real life?
No.
I'm 48 in the game.
I'm more than that.
I'm more than that.
So the one with the lowest, give me a luck roll, please.
I'm guessing that's me. Oh no, I failed. And I don't think I have yet.
I'm thinking of Kathy, how she had the lowest luck when we got to the top of the stairs in New York.
He very, very quickly sends you to a kind of waiting room. After about 15-20 minutes, a man comes in wearing kind of turban, long white robe, and starts speaking in Arabic. Salim, thanks. They want to know why you're looking to speak to Mr. Al-Dahabi.
I'd like to say,
Give him the
say
letter.
in Arabic. Do you speak English?
Give me an Arabic roll again. Let's see if you can get a wee tick there. There you go. You tick.
Extreme success.
The man smiles at you, but shakes his head. And turns back to Celine. And what's great is you don't pass it either.
Do we have the letter that
Yeah, we have the letter.
Bob is saying this to? Give him the letter.
All right, we'll give him the letter. I just take it out and hand it to him. So we were just hoping to have a conversation with him.
He says something again in Arabic and then translates. That is that Habby is a very busy man. He doesn't have time to speak with tourists and gawkers. Doesn't matter where they're from. He's very busy. Has lots to do.
Hand him the letter.
You hand him the letter. He looks at it a moment, says something, and leaves the room. He about another 15-20 minutes passed. What the hell is that noise?
Sounds like someone's watching the X-Files.
Something like that. That's better.
Grandkid in the background talking to the wife.
No, it's not. It's not the talking. It's the like the sound of the
Like a washing machine.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then it's not here.
No, if it was the talking, I would have known. Anyway, at that time, older man comes out. He looks about. If I make sure I'm getting the fucking right guy here, because there's a couple of people. Ah, fuck you, not that one. Over here. Yeah, 73. So he's in his 70s. He is average height. Long beard, obviously, uncut and shaven. Ali sent you. Come in. And he takes you down the corridor to so the stone kind of corridor, the arch. He takes you down some stone steps. You can see torches lit along the way. You're going for maybe another 5-6 minutes, and he shows you into a small room with a tiny desk, nothing like at the museum. Ali speaks very highly of you. How can I help you?
The girdle?
I was going to say we were concerned with this place because we hear that there's a girdle of Nitocris that's located here.
His face doesn't change. Why would we have a girdle at a hospital? I'm
not sure.
We do not wear girdles. And the laugh, you can tell, is kind of fake. How do you know Dr. Cthulhu?
We were researching some things of the past, and we were looking for some artifacts and some history, and we have mutual interest in that. And we asked about Queen Nitocris, and this place came up, and we were concerned because in some of the things that we've been talking about with people, that I know there's a number of people that maybe we wouldn't want them to have it are looking for it.
And do you think the thing you're looking for is here?
Possibly. I'm not sure. Just following up.
He looks over all of you. He looks back at the note. And what exactly would you like to do to make sure that it will not fall into others' hands?
Whatever is needed.
Well, right now, we want to make sure that it hasn't. And isn't there more information you could share with them, Doctor? Or August?
The
I'm
evil
not
one
as
shall not
sure.
have
I
it,
couldn't keep up.
inshallah.
What now? Excuse me, I'm sorry, I missed that, Mark.
The evil one shall not have it, inshallah.
Who
That's
are the
good.
evil ones to you?
I'm glad we're just confirming that it's here.
It is here. It is safe.
We don't want the evil ones to have it either, just so we've said that clearly.
He looks at you and smiles.
But I
Thank you
believe
for the confirmation.
we are worried about it because of other things that may have happened with the Clive expedition. It seems they may have found the Queen's sarcophagus and body.
We have
may
heard
need to,
these rumours.
I believe they're more than rumors. Having talked to people who were there.
Considering what could happen if certain evil people were to assemble all of these things, maybe you should take the threat more seriously, Doctor.
Is there anything we can do
There's
to
already been an attempt to steal the girdle. We repelled them easily. We have been its guardians for much longer than you may think.
This is wonderful. We were just concerned about it. And
So who are you, Doctor?
I am not a doctor.
So who are you, man?
old man. He's 74 years old, or
I am a Nazir. I am a scholar. Someone else walks in, an old man, but you see he looks much older than Ahmed, and you see the muscles on his arms and legs are ropey. There's a sword hanging at his belt. He says something in rushed Arabic. Ahmed
Arabic
replies, sorry? Yeah,
Arabic
you can check if you wish.
I do. I just lost the window. There it is.
Yeah, rolling your own doesn't help you, and you're also not there, Henry.
Ah, failure.
This one you can spend it could make sense to spend the luck on.
Well, I've only got 48, and my low luck has already screwed us over one time.
I'll use my luck to get there.
Okay, so you can spend 11 luck to get there. It's not quite perfect what you understand, but the old man is clearly asking about the older man is clearly asking about what you know and what benefit if you could help. And the original, the Ahmed, is replying that you know nothing and that the girdle is safe.
I just kind of say that we could help if you need the help.
Ahmed stops. The other, you hear a chuckle. He says something else in Arabic.
Keep checking.
Yeah, checking.
You're just farming levels here. At least you would be if you were getting them.
All we're doing is failing.
No, the Kathy got her one pass. She got her tick.
I'm going to be the most fluent Arabic speaker in the group before this night is over, damn
But
it.
the August, your Arabic can go over for a wee moment.
And looking around the office, is there anything we can see that's of any interest?
It's not really an office. It's just a room that you're.
Oh, okay, it's
sitting
fairly
in.
nondescript then.
Yes.
Kathy loses her patience and just says, right, you listen here, all right? This is an ongoing thing that is happening now. People have died. People have died in New York. People have died here. These evil forces you refer to are moving now. Now, I know you're probably part of some ancient order that's been doing this for thousands of years, but whatever is happening now, whatever you're doing now, isn't working, because these forces are moving now.
The old man crosses his arms and laughs, and says, "Young lady, we have protected the girdle for thousands of years. I do not care what you think you're able to do. We have stood fast against the powers of darkness for a long time. Most recently, 2 nights ago, where we repelled them. What have you done?"
Chase the trail.
If we were to stop this resurrection, so to speak, long as you hold the girdle, that is fine. Is there something else that we could do to help prevent it? Because the body has been taken from the Clive expedition, and so they are obviously trying to move to do something. Is there anything that we can do to maybe prevent it on another end of this puzzle?
And you claim your group has been here for thousands and thousands of years. Do you know anything about the tunnels below the pyramids and the Sphinx?
Such things are not recorded by us.
Is there anything you can tell us about the Sphinx and the stuff, the history about them that I remember them talking about earlier?
The girdle is something that would be used to raise this. He looks at your dragoman, actually, your translator, says something quickly in Arabic, and he leaves.
I'm going to ask the translator what you just said.
Can
I just ask the translator what he said?
No. He should have that actually happened right away. Continuity's fucked. Yeah, the shooting version of The Office is new though. That's why you only found out about it. She may be raised using the girdle, and that is why we protect it. This man here is the bearer of the sword of Achmala. He stands firm against the darkness. More than, he looks at you, Kathy, more than you could do.
And yet we found our way to you.
And we let you enter. Those who came with impure intentions, they did not. Do you think by knowing where this mosque is, that you have somehow found some deep secret?
No. Just found out that anyone could walk in here and do something terrible.
He says something in Arabic and the old man bursts out laughing as well.
Your overconfidence in your own abilities will be your downfall. These people out there who are working towards this are serious.
Kathy,
and
you
have
are a people
much bigger
person.
than
You do know that you are saying to people who know much more than you do. You are being one of those white people. You are. I'm just saying. Might work
a
for
little
you.
bit, but everything we've been told so far is this is an elevated threat.
Everybody we meet is instantly an antagonistic
It's
kind of.
It's when people come in and you are talking as if you know more about how to protect these things that they've been protecting for generations. It's a little bit insulting. But Kathy is a people person, so Kathy would know that.
We're just concerned. There's lots of examples of things that have gone missing very recently where they clearly have been successful, even though they've been in places that have been presumably defended for some time.
He didn't like me saying that if there's something else that we could do outside of this to help, to forego, just to prevent it.
You did understand that the older man asked as well if there's anything you could do to help.
Mm-hmm.
And Ahmed had said know that you don't really know anything, because he was kind of put off by some people saying that he wasn't able to look after it. And pride is a very bad thing.
I was going to defend this thing a little bit here. The whole thing of this is that this is a new threat that's come up that's going to basically be something that people haven't seen before.
Entirely fair, but think about how if someone comes into something that you know how to do and tells you that they know better.
Just grab the old man's sword and start swinging.
Oh, please try it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be very good with a sword.
You can make a new character right away, because this guy is fucking jacked.
I'm not going to try. I just think it's funny because it just seems like it has to escalate, right?
I'm trying to be helpful, because the way I see it is sometimes like as I said, Kathy would know, is more of a people person and would probably know not to do that.
Do a persuade.
You can give
Can
me
I
a
attempt
persuade?
persuade?
Yes, you can. Yeah. But you need to.
I was kind of heading that way.
First.
I was trying to head that with what I was saying.
Okay.
To be honest.
One of us wants to do a persuade.
That is only a regular success. If you would like to make it a hard success, you can spend the luck.
I'm trying to figure out how much luck that would be.
But maybe let's round down instead of rounding up, so it'll be 35. So, no, wait a minute, sorry. Yeah, 35. So it would be 32. You would need to spend. Kathy, a charm could also work.
Can I show them the rubbing and say that already the protection seal's been broken? I don't know if that's related though. Would August be able to? I'm getting a little lost in the names and the summoning.
That was basically.
They look at it. You hear them again conversing a bit. Yes, this is a shame that this is broken. This is definitely power. Kathy, what do you say to charm them with your extreme success? This is where your skill lies. I thought you would have went that way in the first place. It's the first time you've not went for it.
That's why I'm saying he needs to start swinging that sword around.
I didn't like how they just kept laughing at us before I even opened my mouth.
They weren't laughing at you. The one of them was, the other one didn't.
But they're laughing with us.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, I misread the scene entirely.
Ahmed might have been things as I said, there was an attack which they repelled, and then you come in here, someone that's saying that you know better than they do, and obviously that rubs just about everyone the wrong way when someone does that.
I was trying to say that we were really happy that they had.
Yes, I got that, but it's, even if you're in a group, if one person is doing something that's antagonistic, then they will. But that's why I brought it up. I don't want to, not telling you what I do, I'm just saying it's not something I would usually see Kathy doing.
That's what happened.
That's alright.
I thought that they were being antagonistic. That's why I was saying that she lost her patience. No,
they are, like you said, they are being overconfident is not always a good thing, and you can definitely tell that they are being, well, you think they're being overconfident, they think they have just enough confidence.
Alright, well, I know what I'm going to say.
Oh.
I understand this is your territory, and you've been doing this, you've been doing things a certain way for many thousands of years, but do you not think it is quite possible that maybe your enemies may have adapted?
And what's the charm part of that?
Darling.
Alright, okay, that's it. I mean, it was an extreme success. I'm letting you through. I was just wanting to. He looks at you. The older man again says something about stream in Arabic.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah, and you go.
I don't understand a word of it then. I failed.
That is way too. Are we getting a French roll here as well? Yeah. Let me show you. Let me put your mind at rest. Come with me. Your dragonman must wait outside. Yes, Chris, you were right. That is a very good translation. Bob bursts out the "Donde está la biblioteca?" And the older man, sí. But no. He leads you further down more steps, more. You're now fairly far under the ground. And shows you to a massive iron door. And I mean massive. The older man with the ropey muscles, retrieves the key, unlocks it, and you can tell the amount of effort he's putting into moving it is immense. As it opens, it's very cool. Dry air comes out. There's another set of stairs. About 25 feet, 7.5 meters. And there's another door, just the same as that one. And the breath comes out in the pools. You see as the door opens that you see a room that's about 20 by 15 feet, 10 feet high.
Okay.
Thick stone. In the centre there's a small chest. There are 6 men, all fairly old, all armed with scimitars, surrounding it. They all tense as the door opens. And Ahmed says something, then closes the door. And leads you back up the stairs. We guard this. This is our sacred duty. We spend several hours a day on the surface, he explains as you're walking back. We help the patients. And we spend the more hours of the day guarding the girdle. The doors are opened only twice a day for the boys bringing food to the guardians and for us to leave. I am the only one who has the key for both doors.
Are you aware that the current enemies have the power to take over people? I don't know what the right words are.
I believe the English word is possession.
That sounds about right. I didn't know if that would necessarily apply. But yeah, it sounds probably right. There's a Carlisle expedition. Clearly, some of their members, maybe all of them, got possessed. I've witnessed a possession myself. So when I say what I say, that's what I'm thinking about. We may know more than you think. And all it would take is for you to be possessed with your key and all your knowledge for this girdle to be put in their hands.
Dr. Kafur will agree with me. It is not possible for one of us to be possessed. We are protected.
Is there anything that we can do to help? Or is this... Can we put our efforts someplace else then, if you don't need our help? That we can help make sure that everything's okay.
Is there a way we could protect ourselves, since you said you were able to protect yours?
I'm just wondering, because didn't Bob say this morning that when he'd been to Memphis, they'd had a casket or a sarcophagi go wandering off by itself, even though it was guarded? Yeah.
That is not that was her sarcophagus.
And to do with the secret tunnels.
That would be probably the next place we go.
I'm just thinking that they have their ways, and they're not always ways that we might be expecting. Even with all of their experience, they didn't anticipate the tunnels.
No, but this place has stood for a long time. This place, they know. You've seen the doors to get into it. There are no secret tunnels here. It's different in a pyramid.
I think the point more is that if this plot and the people behind the plot are capable of moving a massive sarcophagus into tunnels that seems impossible and are capable of doing all of these things, isn't it not impossible for them to come here and basically trash the place and steal whatever they want.
They must try very hard to trash the place and steal whatever they want. If you wish to stand guard, then
I feel like we're barking up the wrong tree.
I will allow some
Yeah,
of you to...
I think I am barking up the wrong tree.
I'm starting to feel like we're supposed to be elsewhere, and that this area is probably like the place that's holding ground, and we need to go.
These arguing with you doesn't mean that you're barking up the wrong tree. This is one avenue. You don't need to go this avenue. You can. But he's offering you now, saying if some of you wish, you may take a turn guarding. That would give the others a chance to rest at a time. No more than 2 of you, however.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to guard terribly well, but I could be some kind of lookout and sort of notice things and then direct people if I notice something happening.
If you think about where you are, that's not something where that's going to be useful. You know, this is something that stood here for a long time, hundreds of years. You know, they don't need to look out there. They've already got people looking out. They have things guarding it. They are offering you the chance only because they know that you're sincere.
Okay.
They are giving you the chance, if you wish, to see what with your own eyes that they are able to protect it, really. But
I'm
only 2
inclined
of
to
you
trust
will be
that-
allowed.
What do you guys want to do?
At this time, I don't think we need to stand guard. There are other avenues we can look at, but I thank you for your time, sir. At least I think that's the point we're at, and if we need to help them, we should return if we want to, but we should investigate our other options first, unless...
I'm sorry if I came across as in any way unfriendly.
Oh, no, I'm just saying we don't seem to have anything that's moving us forward in our investigation of the...
I can assure
I'm
you
sorry,
the
too,
girdle
I
is
believe
safe in
it-
our hands.
I wish to apologise too.
I see that you are earnest. And if you
I
wish,
believe we are on the right side, on the
What'd you
same
call me?
side.
if
I
you
misread the
have
situation.
if you have anything to share with us, you're more than welcome to do so. If we hear of anything that might aid you, then we will share it as well.
We've just, within some of the people that we've interviewed, we've just heard that the cult of the Black Pharaoh desires something within here, and obviously,
Yes, and they tried to steal it already, and we stopped them.
and that's what brought us here. So it's good to see that you've got protection in place. And
We take this very seriously.
What could be helpful is if you tell us everything about your attackers.
They were wearing upside-down ankhs.
Black Onks.
Yes.
I reveal my Black Onk tattoo on my chest.
But as long as it's not upside down, then yeah, they don't care.
So, definitely the Black Pharaoh. That's who attacked.
I do not believe they will try again. We rebuffed them. We allowed one to live.
I'm concerned because they've just found the body, and the body is now disappearing, so maybe there'd be more attacks. It might be more inclined to push.
As I said, if you wish, you may stand guard with us.
I'm going to do research tomorrow morning. I
If
don't
God
know.
wills, then it will stay protected. If not, then we will fail. But we will give our lives doing so.
Well, tomorrow, if you guys are researching, maybe I could come back here and maybe Henry's feeling better and we can do something since the rest seems to be investigating.
So, I mean, I want to pose this question. Like, Queen Natokris, they want to resurrect her. But I'm just going to pose this, like, is this straying from the Carlisle group investigation too? And they do overlap, but we do have the multiple pyramids and the disappearance in the one with the secret passages. I'm wondering if we should go to the Clive expedition and check that out, because it's the other end of this. You know, they want the girdle to raise her, but then maybe we should track down where the body went.
Well, thinking back to our own investigations, you all discovered another branch of the same cult doing something terrible that seemed to conjure some terrible monsters in New York.
The Bloody Tongue Cult was a separate group, right? Mark, you can correct me. It's a separate group that's more African-based. So they're more down in Nairobi. And so they're not one and the same, but they're working for the same person, Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathotep.
Yeah.
But if those people have access to some terrible creatures, and we know that they do because you encountered them, then it's not out of the question this group could have as well.
Oh, I imagine they'll bring a fire demon here.
Or what were those things you talked about in Peru, Kathy? Some kind of fat vampire?
Essentially
Overweight,
that.
fuck's sake. Sorry. Big boned vampires.
They were human-shaped, circular mouth and teeth that would remove the fat from anyone they found and dump the fat into a temple.
I mean, that doesn't sound like a bad weight loss plan.
You should see some of the. What were the animals that got sucked dry? The horses? Were the horses sucked dry in Peru? I can't remember.
Horses, cows, whatever we had on the travel. But yeah, they were.
You should see the corpses that were left behind by these fucking.
Oh, they didn't know when to stop. That was the problem.
So, we'll see that they take you out, they show you the way. Their thanks there are they're smiling. They seem happy with you. Bob, they repeat to you that you wish to come back and take a stint, standing guard. You're more than welcome to.
Yep. Planning on maybe to tomorrow while the rest are researching his stuff, unless I figure out something else to do. I would be honored to at least check this out with you. Maybe learn some more about your history.
Salim's waiting for you outside and goes to take you all back to the hotel.
Do we pass by Henry on the way?
Henry, you hear a ding. The tram stops. Some people get out. The man in the black suit is still beside you.
I turn to look at him. And Henry takes her glasses off and stares him down and says, "I thought I told you I don't like being watched."
Yeah, he's not wearing a top hat, it's a bowler hat. Excuse me, madam. I do not believe I've ever watched you.
Would you like to?
My apologies. I must have confused you with someone else.
I'm certain you have. He stands up and he pulls the cord. Wish you a good day, madam.
Thank you. Henry looks around. Is she close to the museum?
You can't tell. It's dark outside. Very dark. You don't see a driver on the tram. There's no other passengers. And you hear something clicking on the ground. And that's where we'll leave it. We'll say goodbye. We will raid Lollygaggers. And do we actually have any viewers? Because if we don't have viewers, we won't bother raiding. 6 viewers, yay. So
we have excellent viewers.
Thank you very much, Stay Brown. We will say goodbye to everyone, make the round as we did before. Michelle, be you.
Watch Fallout a week tomorrow on this. Bye.
Are you not playing tomorrow?
Fallout tomorrow, right?
No, I have to do a thing, which means I can't run it. We were talking about maybe. Oh, I did mention maybe we could run it during the week instead, but it looks like one person has replied saying no to do it next time. So I guess next Sunday A week tomorrow, there'll be Fallout.
On the table.
If you wanted it during the week after I get done with work, I'd be more than happy to. That would be, 6 o'clock my time, about 2 in the morning for you, 3 in the morning.
I don't think that's going to happen with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
Probably need to offer, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Ian, how about you?
I'm all right. I'm gonna go on and go for a hike after this. I'm gonna have a good weekend. I have nothing to promote.
Enjoy.
Let's see. I have Dragonbane next week. Hopefully, I will get the video for episode 1 with all its audio fun straightened out between now and then too. So
Yeah, very good.
I don't know what we have on Tuesday though.
Tuesday is
Rivers of London.
Rivers of London. Chris, what you?
What was the question again?
Lavaita, how about you?
Rivers of London on Tuesday and maybe Vampire on Saturday, I think is the plan at the moment.
Think so, really? Already?
Next week, yeah. 2nd
but
of November, we said we'd be back.
Congratulations to Lavaita, to Lanny.
No, to me.
They get married today.
Yes.
We love you, Lanny. Looking forward to you to coming back.
We've already raided. It's gone.
Well, we're still recording, so it's alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was I saying? Right, so, yeah, Lanny, congratulations. Chris, anything to say?
Yes, I am still waiting for that Bitcoin from a generous donor. Otherwise, you know about it. Michelle also kind of knows about it. I'm still working on my general outline, but there might be something new for the channel coming up.
Ooh, looking forward to it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I want to head out of here pretty quick here, so I'm going to say goodbye.
Yeah, so game on Tuesday, game maybe next, well, definitely Dragonbane next Saturday, maybe Vampire, who knows.
And a podcast incoming, maybe.
Podcast incoming, we've got 2 episodes of the podcast coming. I'll be recording another podcast very soon. It is my birthday on Wednesday, so if you love me, like, subscribe.
Happy
all the rest of
birthday.
it. It's a little bit early, but thank you.
29 for how many times in a row now?
No, I'm going to be 43. Unfortunately, it's 42
You.
is the best age, and it's just going. Anyway, right, we're fucking off. Thank you. Bye.